Today on the RaceRex Motocross Show on AlliedSports.com, we're going to check out the new starting line here at Washougal, chat with Darren Durham, and get to the bottom of Chad Reed and Mike Alessi's situations in the 450 class. All coming up next. Welcome to the RaceRex Motocross Show on AlliedSports.com. Jason Wygant and the OG K-Dub Kenny Watson has left Las Vegas to come to Washougal. Why the heck are you here?
I'm asking myself that right now. It was a tough decision, but, how could you not come to this beautiful place? Honored to do the show with you guys. I know there was another guy that did it. He did a radio show that I ended up doing.
Yeah.
So anything that guy does, I try to take it over. So
Okay.
I'm trying to take his spot on this show, so maybe I could do it again. We'll see what happens.
Sorry, Paul Lindsay. He showed up and he works cheap.
Sorry, Paul.
So let's talk about racing here at Washougal. Now, back in the day, you were a mechanic on this tour. You were a team manager on this tour. You know what this track is like. Everybody loves coming to Washougal to look at it. What's it like for the guys to race on?
Yeah, it's the scenery's cool. Everything
Yeah.
looks great. It really turns out to be a one-line track.
Yeah.
I mean, when you get out of the groove, you're screwed. It's it looks like it's all loamy,
Yep.
but it's like snot. Bottom line, it's slippery and greasy, and it's a tough one for sure.
Now, they made some changes here. We have a whole new start. Instead of that tight, I think 179-degree first turn, they get a little bit more of a straight shot here.
So what would you call that? So this is not. Would you call that a 360, a 120?
Yeah, we'll save that for the X Games.
That's next week. But hey, that thing right there, I think that big old oak, that pine tree might come into effect for someone.
Yeah, don't go to the inside, too far to the inside in the first turn. Before we get to the analysis of this weekend's racing, let's give you a lap of the track, courtesy of Ryan Sipes, who's running our GoPro Hero helmet cam. All right, nice job, Ryan Sipes, who's been riding very well this year, inside the top 10 in most of the motos this season. Jason Wygant and the team manager, Hart and Huntington. That's Kenny Watson. Let's talk about the 250 class. What have you seen from the races this year?
It looks like there's a little change of the guard going on right now.
Yeah.
It looks like Trey's coming on pretty strong.
Yep.
Purcell, for me, it looks like, he's riding a really strong first moto. Second moto, he's like, I'm getting, a little tired maybe. I don't want to push it. I don't want to crash. I don't want to finish the race. And it looks like he just settles in. That's about it.
What do you think? I mean, is it a physical problem? Is it a strategy of just, I'm going to score some points? What goes on?
Dude,
Everyone's wondering.
Just through talking to some people that I know and
Yeah.
that know him, he's a neighbor of Matt Bonnie's.
Okay.
They live next door, and I try to get stuff out of Matt, like, what's going on with that guy? And he said, man, he's a really unique individual. He doesn't really hang out. He doesn't really see him. He hears him riding once in a while. But another guy I talked to saying he has a really hard time eating at the races.
Really?
So
Okay.
maybe that has something to do with his energy for the second moto. The first moto, he's on fire, he's strong, then the day wears on, you burn all your food in your system, and it's just like your car, you run out of gas, your car stops. So maybe that might be it. Maybe I'm just talking out of my butt. Who knows? But, the guy definitely has the talent and the speed to win races.
There's another guy in this class who definitely has the talent and the speed, and he's starting to come around. It's been dominated by Geico Honda and Monster Pro Circuit Kawasaki this year. Some other teams trying to break through, and you had a chance to talk to him earlier, Darren Durham. We know the kid can ride.
Dude, Darren, I mean, he's the first time I seen Darren really throw down, I was in Mammoth a few years ago, and he went up there. You had Ryan Hughes, McGrath, Timmy Wiegand. I mean, there was a lot of guys up there, and he put the wood to those guys. John Dowd was in the race, and he rode awesome. He was riding for Suzuki and Rockstar, and he threw down, and I was like, wow, who is this kid? And last year, I kept my eye on him. He was doing, he was on a really good team, and things kind of didn't work out, so he had to take kind of a step back and go ride for a privateer team, which is the Honda Troy team now. That has Phil Alderton back. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So, he's saying that he has his good motos and bad motos, and I think that kid has a really strong work ethic, and I really think in the future he's a guy to watch out for.
All right, let's go talk to Darren Durham.
Yeah, I mean, I've been top 10 one moto, and then I've had like 4 just bike problems, bad luck. I ran out of gas and just stupid stuff, so try to turn it around. Actually, this year I'm pumped on the team. Everything's good. The bikes, I like it a lot. So getting the steed ready back there, and we're going racing.
All right, let's talk about the 450s here in Washougal. It is, of course, retro weekend, so I'm running my 1997 vintage Damon Bradshaw jersey just to get my man Jeff Emig mad on our shows tomorrow.
Perfect.
Let's talk about 450s. Chad Reed is out, presumably for the rest of the summer, and Ryan Dungey continues to cruise.
Man, that's a bummer on my side. I'm a big fan of Chad Reed, and a lot of people are always out there. Oh, Chad sucks. He's doing terrible. He's done. A lot of things happen behind the scenes that a lot of people don't know about in the chat rooms or here at the track or you or me, and it's life in general. I mean, there's more in life. The guy has more going on than just racing. He has a newborn. One of his best friends passed away, a few months ago, and there's a lot that goes on in a rider's head besides hitting riding and training every day.
Right. So they say it's Epstein-Barr virus. He's going to have to be out and stop riding and training for a while to heal up. So that should be another advantage for Ryan Dungey. And one other mystery in this class is Mike Alessi. Let's talk to Mike about a season that I don't think is up to the par that he had set for himself.
It just takes one good start to change the whole season for me. I mean, it's like anything. I mean, confidence is a huge part of it, and believing in yourself. And I just think that I need to get one good start. I think that everything will change. Have a good moto and get everything back. My confidence in myself and my bike and my ability that I can be up front and getting good starts. I mean, it just seems like ever since Hangtown, I've been struggling. Just that I haven't been able to run up front and run with the front runners. And for me, I've always been really strong in starting out front and sprinting and getting away and then set a good pace and then hold it till the end. But for me, I've been learning different things this summer and starting more like 10th to 15th every moto and then getting pelted by dirt and rocks, and that's not my style. My style is to be up front and challenging for the win.
Okay, we know that Chad Reed has Epstein-Barr. What is the issue with the Alessis from your perspective? He is not up front like we expected.
I think he came into the series with a lot of confidence. He went into Sacramento. He had a good ride. He hit the podium. He won a moto. And I think he had a few bad races in a row, and I think it kind of, shot him in the leg and took it all away. I think he just needs some momentum, and I think he needs a good, strong race under his belt. And I'm a believer. I know the kid trains hard. People can say what they want about the camp, and it's this and that, but hey, you know what? He's out here to win, just like everybody else. Everyone puts their pants on, left leg, right leg, different things. So
I thought you had someone hold your pants and you jumped.
I'm like
into them.
dude. I'm like a fireman.
You're
I'm like a fireman.
Okay.
I don't have a fire pole at my house. I have a stripper pole, so I slide down the stripper pole right into my pants.
He lives in
and that's
Vegas.
the way I do it. I live in Vegas.
Now, it's retro weekend in some ways. You're going to see a lot of old graphics in the bikes and a lot of old style gear, but we're going in the future in another direction. All 4 motos live for the first time ever. 2 on allysports.com, first motos, and both second motos back-to-back live on Speed. Huge for the sport, Kenny.
Awesome, man. I don't even know why I'm here. I could have been home on my couch or at the pool, watching this, in the cabana.
Yeah, really.
And,
You made a big mistake.
and now I'm here. But you know what? I'm glad I'm here. I'm stoked to be able to do the show with you guys. I mean, come on, it's God's country. What do you ask for?
Pretty nice here. Remember, it's 7 and 8 p.m. Eastern. That's our 2 live shows on Speed tomorrow. Myself, Jeff Emig, and Aaron Bates will give you the call. For Kenny Watson, I'm Jason Wygant. Don't forget, Sunday morning, we'll be back with our post-race show from Washougal. Be there.
Thanks again for watching the Race Rex pre-show.